And we're live. It is the Martin Fowler Scrum. We have Sam, we have Tong Wei. It is the 4th of January. I will just give, I guess my update is, yeah, yesterday I was just pretty much working through the backlog of admin and bits and pieces. The big news is that we just got our charity number, which I mean, that we originally applied in April last year. So it took a while and various backwards and forward stuff, but we are now a registered UK charity. So that should, is a, I think it's a good thing to be registered. I think we can also now, for example, we might be able to get like a free tier with Slack, more resources from the Slack chat environment. I think there's various other organizations that when we interact with them, having the actual official charity number is going to be important and valuable. And I think there's also the possibility that people who are sponsoring us and paying for premium membership will be able to get tax relief on their contributions. So that's potentially really valuable. I'm gonna have to look into how we set that all out and so on. I think I can see a link here which says to get tax relief, your charity needs to be recognised by the Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. So yeah, lots more exciting paperwork to do. There we go. Yeah, so what else happened yesterday? Yeah, I'm still just sort of catching up. I didn't really do much. I did manage to review quite a lot of pull requests on website 1 and local support, and more catch up on that today. Hoping to get our new non-profit plans kind of pushed through and into website 1, so that organizations can kind of pay for support from us. So for example, what is Met Plus may become one of the first customers of that as we provide support for the Met Plus platform. Similarly, the slightly different, the Wiki EDU people are asking us about doing project management support. So that's that. How are things going with you, Tong Wei?
For me, I also didn't do much. But I was wondering, how should I join the event manager, because I find it interesting. Yeah. So how to start work around with the stories and stuff like that? Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Well, that's a very good question. Yes. So the event manager, I'm just looking to see if we've got all the histories or there more or less, or this is hopefully I'll just share my screen here. This is the thing that we lose our Slack history rather quickly. Hopefully we can change that now we're a charity, but we'll see. But yeah, so I mean the project really is very early days. I mean the motivation for it is to try and build kind of like the bigger motivation is to split out the different aspects of the main Agile Ventures website into separate kind of microservices, of which so the event manager would be the one managing the events. And so I guess you watched some of the videos that
yeah.
And I guess have you pulled out and run the code locally?
I have pull out, but locally I haven't test running for this event manager, but I tried for the action cable on my own environment. Yeah. Okay, I will try this for locally first.
Well, sure. Well, I guess the thing I'll say is that where we are is, we're just at the early stages of just, we created these very basic features. And I had one I've had like premium sessions with both Ed and Zizo on this, and with Ed, as you saw, we just got it set up and we got this very basic feature here working, but not working for the action cable. And then in the second session, I don't know if you saw that one with Zizo, we kind of started adding action cable, but we hadn't finally got it working yet. So we were kind of just on the cusp of doing that before we had to finish on that one. So at the moment, we're still in a sort of playing about stage and checking that action cable will work as we expect and do what we want. So I mean, I guess we haven't even got set up with a contributing file to say to people how to get involved, which we kind of need to do. But you're very, of course, if you want to, you don't have to fork it necessarily. You can fork and clone, or you can clone, or you can
I've and clone.
Yeah. Oh, great. So have you got have you been able to run bundle install on Event Manager and at least run like bundle cucumber? Is that what have you done that already?
I don't remember whether I've done that or not.
No. Oh, not.
I will.
Go on.
Yeah, I will update you again.
Sure. Yeah. I mean that's kind of like at the very lowest level. That's the I mean, I've been on the break. I can't hardly remember what we're doing anyway. But if I just go in there, I think the point to which we got to, let's say Event Manager there. Get status. What have I got here? Yeah. Oh, it's all right. I've got an action cable branch. Right. I just check out master here. So if I run, I mean, I have bundle exec on the BE, and I run bundle cucumber on the master branch there. Yeah, this is kind of like the failing test that tells us that the kind of event cable, the page is not being updated automatically when the event goes live.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the big question, does this scenario and what it's trying to do make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, if that's then you're in sort of just the same position as the rest of us are, and I think I'm fairly sure we didn't get it working. Yeah, I think we're just sort of knocking around. I feel like another session might get the action cable working. I mean that may be a relatively challenging thing to try doing yourself to try and make this pass, but you're welcome to try.
Okay.
But you also, let me think. What are the other things going on? I mean, the other thing to be doing is to be looking at, but basically these other features are things that we need to kind of vote on. But they could be spiked. You could say, if you were less interested in the action cable, you could sort of pick one of these off as say, oh, I'm going to look at this thing, and you could start working on that. But maybe we need to have a kind of a kickoff event if you're interested in that.
Okay, I will let you know again. But most likely I will play around for the action cable first.
Yeah, that's great. Just play around and have fun. That's good. That's what it's all about. Great stuff. Yes. Oh, well, that would be lovely to have you involved in Event Manager. And if you're interested in getting some extra dedicated time from me, like Zizo and Ed have done, you're more than welcome to sign up for the premium extra sessions. Hopefully, I should be doing some more with Zizo and Ed soon. But so up to you how you want to do it.
Okay.
Are you? I mean, I guess your work on Met Plus continues. I mean, did you finish a big chunk? Have you got new Met Plus stuff coming up that you want to get done?
Right now, I didn't pick up any story, but story I pick up that is for version 2. I have some. That story I was thinking, is it possible to access Google Drive for inline viewing of the resume, because the resume is in text format. So when we want to have an inline viewing, we need to make it become a PDF file. So I was wondering whether we can make use of the Google Drive feature to do the PDF instead of the third-party service which we need to pay.
Okay. That's an interesting idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
So I'm not sure how to do it yet. I probably need to find out also. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like something like good to play around with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Well, I will put onto my list about Event Manager, talk to Zizo and Ed, and try and make sure that you're included as we go forward. Great stuff.
But is that a project for a premium member only?
Or... No, not at the moment. I mean, it's kind of it's a project that we started. I was sort of like Ed and Zizo. Well, in particular, Ed was saying that he really wanted to do like a Rails 5 project, and he wanted to use, like some new stuff. And I kind of came up with the idea as something that we need. So it's kind of come out of the premium thing. It's not. I haven't classified it as a priority project yet because it's still just playing around. One of the things that people get as part of being a premium member is they get to work on the priority project. So website 1, which is the main Agile Ventures site, that's a priority project because everybody's relying on it, and so partly to kind of help organize it. And the difficulty with any project, as you probably realize from MetPlus, as people come and go and what have you, is if you've got lots of people who are getting involved for a very short period of time and then going away, it can make it very difficult to manage the project.
Yes.
And so, kind of the idea of the priority project and restricting that to premium members is to try and ensure that for the critical pieces of the Agile Ventures infrastructure, so I've said the same thing for like we have our static side as well, by restricting them to premium members, we kind of ensure a certain level of commitment. It doesn't guarantee it, of course, premium members come and go as well, but people who are paying for the premium support are kind of, they're demonstrating a higher level of commitment. And so, that's the idea. I mean, whether that works out for us in the long run, I mean, we're starting to have more premium members work on website 1, like Matt. Michael's been involved forever, but also Anar now as well. And I'm hoping that makes the core part of Agile Ventures more stable. At the moment, Event Manager is just, we're playing around. The Ed and Zizo are getting like more of my time on that. Like, my time is always sort of torn. Like, I want to try and fix other important things in that we might say are more important. Like, we've got the payment infrastructure that we've got that supports people paying for premium and paying for these organization plans. That's kind of higher priority because, with that in place and working properly, then we bring more revenue into Agile Ventures and it all becomes more stable. The Event Manager is kind of a longer term thing. I'd love to break the bigger website out into these separate microservices, and one day, maybe Event Manager is going to be really important and a lot of people relying on it, and then I would make it a priority project. But it's not a priority project now. So you're very welcome to become involved in it, whether you're with your premium or not. But does that make sense?
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Great stuff. Okay. Well, I think that's our Scrum. I probably should get back to working at this admin and trying to get our charity thing downloaded. Are you going to work on something now?
No.
Nope. All right. Well, I'll maybe see you in another Scrum before too long. And don't feel free, if you have any questions about Event Manager, feel free to ask in the Event Manager Slack.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
See you.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.